West, y'all.
Yeah.
Okay, boys, we'll get into some predictions now. So we'll go into the AFC. We'll start off the AFC East. So we got the Bills, Jets, Dolphins, Patriots. Who's going to start?
Yeah.
Who wants to start first?
Yeah, I got us on this one, bro. So there's been
Alright.
a lot of changes in the AFC East landscape. Biggest one being Aaron Rodgers going to the Jets and what that means for them. Especially in the sort of like this year, especially, and if Rodgers can keep going next year, bro. So they got this little two-year window, which would allow their second. Oh, they picked a kid called Zach Wilson, bro, and I think he's from BYU. He hasn't been tracking well or developing well, bro, but being able to sit behind Aaron Rodgers, bro, for the next 1 to 2 years will obviously help him out. Depending. Well, you can say the same thing about Jordan Lovely over at the Packers, but anyway,
fire, man. Nah, Zach Wilson's all right, man. He's a baller. I reckon he's a baller.
He can, bro. He's got an arm on the major. He's a playmaker at least, so he can run, he can pass the deep ball. But I think the thing with the landscape, bro, Bills are obviously the incumbents in our league, but they're gonna keep ticking. But it's sort of like with the Seahawks and what Pete Carroll was doing there, bro. He built up this massive bully, and then everyone adjusts, bro, over a 2 to 3 year sort of like span, and now that bully's not a bully anymore, bro. So
that's right.
They're aging, sort of like not aging, but they I think they haven't like developed or they've elevated in regards to who they are as an overall team. Bro, they got weapons all over the field. There's talk of Stephon Diggs wanting to get out at the end of this year. He's been elite since he's been there, bro. So look, Dolphins are coming through. If Tua can stay healthy, bro, I reckon they're in for a chance. Him and Mike McDaniels they're like Tom Brady and Bill Belichick. They're like Patrick Mahomes and the bro Andy Reid. So look, honestly, my number one for this year is gonna be the Jets. I reckon Robert Saleh. Yeah, bro. Robert Saleh's got a bully, bro. You gotta look at that defense, G.
You know, I'm fucking writing this shit down. No, I made a spreadsheet, motherfucker. I have upskilled, dude. So I got rid of the little black book, and I'm just typing shit. Here you go.
Yeah, bro. So Robert Saleh's got his elite D, bro. They just finished paying out Quinnen Williams, who's the nose tackle, D tackle there. He's got like a new 4-year contract that's nearly like 100 mil, whatever. But he's part of this new breed of D tackles, bro. That can rush the passer from the inside. They've got their cornerbacks, bro, on the back end with like Sauce Gardner. So they're a hard one to beat, bro. Robert Saleh's a defensive coordinator from the 49ers. He knows what it takes to keep your team in the game at a low score. And he knows how to get after the rusher, and he knows how to stop the run, bro. So making you one-dimensional makes it easier for those defensive backs, bro. And Sauce and crew are gonna be on. So, and then you've got Aaron Rodgers, and Aaron Rodgers automatically elevates us Ash.
Park. Yeah, nah. So, the Jets have been added to the teams I don't like no more. Like, I never minded the Jets before, but now it's like, now they got sorry ass Rodgers. Fuck him. It's like Brett Favre when he left freaking Green Bay too. It's like, fuck those teams.
Yeah.
And he's going to the same teams. Watch him end up playing in Minnesota.
Oh, it's true. I feel sorry for the North, bro. But yeah, bro. So my pick will be just off the cuff.
Yep, you got Jets. Miami. Oh no, sorry, you got the Jets. That's right.
I got the Jets as they'll take it out this year. It'll be real tight. And then I hate to say it, but my Pats they'll be fourth. Yeah, okay. But everyone in that division is gonna have a winning record. So it's either gonna be 10-7 or 9-8. So that's my thing for AFC East, bro.
Sweet. I know. Ash doesn't have the Jets set as number one. So
hell no. They're gonna bomb so what do you out, man. First? They're gonna. Well, I'll tell you who. Yeah, like you said, I'll start off with the Jets. Won't be the top. They won't win that shit. In fact, they're gonna bomb out this year. You watch. Yeah, no, I got the Bills. I think we've seen they got a formula. You know, they got a winning formula. They've lost a few guys, gained a few guys, but you know, at the end of the day, they're still the Bills. The core is still there. As long as they still got Stephon Diggs, yeah, and that running back by committee, they're all good, man. Fucking Miami. Well, for me, it'll be Buffalo, then Miami, because I reckon, like you said before, if Tua stays healthy, it's tough. Like I actually was thinking Miami, maybe Buffalo, yeah, Miami, maybe, but yeah, I think Miami they're gonna definitely finish with a winning record this year. Jets, I got them last in the division, with your Patriots coming third, man. Only because fuck Rodgers, man. Fuck it, he don't own shit right now.
Bro, you know the one thing about Rodgers, bro, is he looks like you when you sit there, bro. The motherfucker is smiling, he's happy, bro.
Yeah.
Happy Rodgers doesn't mean that means a sad AFC division, bro.
Oh man, it could go one way or the other. How I see it. Either it's gonna bomb or they're gonna do great.
They won't bomb us because of their defense and the back end will bring them through, bro. And Aaron Rodgers won't have to do much. You got to remember too, who did they sign?
Well, they got Dalvin Cook,
and they got Breece Hall, who was in line to be the rookie offensive player of the year till he blew his knee out. So they got two superstar cowbells, bro. So like Rodgers doesn't have to do much.
But it comes down to the line, right?
Yeah, and their line's all good. They got a mean line. They drafted well for it.
They got to make sure though that nobody gets hurt, man. Because honestly, that fucking
that's true.
When you have that many good names on a piece of paper, sometimes it don't work. And I'm just talking shit because it's fucking Aaron Rodgers.
But watch the stack for fantasy footballers too, bro. If you get Aaron Rodgers, if you get Garrett Wilson, make sure you pick up Aaron Rodgers, bro. Those two are gonna like fucking hit it off this year. I reckon Garrett Wilson's gonna be the new Devontae Adams, or the old what's that wide receiver from back in the day, Jordy Nelson.
Oh, fuck.
I called it, bro. Fucking Jets are on this year.
Yuck.
Okay, now we got that. I'm glad we do this podcast now before the season starts, so we can go back to
Who you pick, Cam? Yeah, you gotta pick somebody else.
I got Dolphins,
Miami. Yeah.
I got Dolphins. But yeah.
I think nothing happens to Tua this year.
That 1 year under the ball.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to AFC North. We've got the Steelers, Browns, Ravens, Bengals. I'll start with you this time, Ash.
All right, so we're looking at AFC North. It's another good division, man. You know, some of these teams have potential. You know, you got the Bengals, who is, as long as everyone stays healthy, the Bengals are the Bengals, and they should win this division. But I mean, if Lamar Jackson does what we all know that he's capable of doing, now he's got Odell Beckham, OBJ. You know, he's not like the end all, you know, the difference maker, but you add him to who they already got. Who's the running back that's healthy now that was sort of in and out last year? Can't remember, but you know, Baltimore.
J.K. Dobbins.
Yeah, Dobbins and shit. That's right. And then you got the Steelers. You know, Cam, you a Steeler fan, right?
Yeah. yeah. I'm in there.
And
tell me, Cam,
Yeah.
what happened with the Mitch project?
He's gone, eh?
Go back to the Bears.
Is he gone to the CFL or some shit?
He's gone
to the Rocks League. He went to the Rocks League.
Yeah, he's gone back to college juice.
Trubisky.
Nah. So the Steelers, look, man. It's nice to see the Steelers do well, but just in this division, you know, especially with everybody talking about Cleveland and, you know, Deshaun Watson, blah blah blah. What's his name? Nick Chubb in the backfield, who's always just a points machine for fantasy, but they never win. Like, they're still the Browns, you know. So there's some people like, oh man, the Browns are gonna. Yeah, they're the Browns, dude. Which people say about my Bears, but that's okay. But so no, anyway, in this division, news, I've got pretty much the Bengals winning it. The Ravens somewhere in the hunt. And then, unfortunately, the Steelers and the Browns going to be somewhere in the bottom, fighting for that wooden spoon for me. So I guess, there we go. Oh, my God.
Sweet. Lando,
Lando.
who you got?
Bro, Lamar just got paid, bro. He got his bag. So I reckon he's on, G. He's gonna, not that it justifies, like him to play better, but, all that stuff. Like he's earned it to be at that point. He's got an MVP, bro. He's got a better winning record. Since entering the league, he's got the second best winning record, apart from Patrick Mahomes. So get paid like that. Like if all he does is win, like man, what else do you want from your quarterback, eh? So, but I'm saying that too, bro. Can't go past the Bengals. Yeah, Joe Cool's the man, bro. I like Joe Burrow. Plus, he likes Kid Cudi. So, and he's on with that guy too. So, Joe Burrow's got his main man, Jamar Chase, catching, and then he's got T. Higgins as well. Obviously, I don't know what they did with their O-line, but I think they ended up picking someone up in the first round, maybe. I can't remember. But as long as they keep Joe Burrow like standing, bro, offense gets you to the playoffs, and then hopefully the defense will allow them to stay there. But I've got the Bengals coming first. And like Ash was saying, I got the Browns last. I just don't know what it is, bro. They got probably the most talent. On the one team, bro, and they just can't put it together. It's just rubbish, eh? So they will come last. I'll be interested to see how your Steelers develop. To be honest, Jules, the sophomore year for Kenny Pickett and what that means for him and George Pickens moving forward, as well as if Deontay Johnson can get firing and what Najee Harris can do behind the no-line that can actually like block for him. So I think the one thing that you guys got is you got Mike Tomlin, bro, and their coaching staff, and Mike Tomlin's a man amongst men, bro. So he'll get them playing for him. But yeah, I got Bengals first, Ravens second, a close second, real close. I reckon they'll split when they play against each other this year. Then you guys with a winning record, either 8-7. I reckon you'll go 8-7, bro. And then Bengals will fucking find a way to be dog shit again. Fucking Nick Chubb needs to go to like somewhere where they're like fucking him and Myles Garrett, bro. Go somewhere where you can go get a Super Bowl, G.
Yeah, hard out.
Straight up.
Yeah.
Hey man, yeah, I'm like you. I got Bengals coming first. Ravens close second. Browns last.
So we all got Cincinnati?
Yo.
Yep. All right. The AFC South got the Jaguars, Titans, Texans, Colts. Lando, who you got?
Shit ass division.
Yeah, man. So it's cheating, eh? That's just cheating, bro. These like a team from there has to go to the playoffs. Like, you fucking kidding me, man?
Honestly, they should come up for rule. If no one in your division gets 9 wins, well, your division gets cancelled out.
Yeah. Automatically, Chicago gets the fucking. We get the entry. Let us play in the AFC.
You should at least get 10 wins this year with your offense, at least.
I like that.
I don't know who, bro. Like, I think the Colts, they're in a shit show. Their main offensive weapon, Jonathan Taylor's on the physically unable to play list, bro, because he wants a new contract. And then you've got the Colts have gone with a rookie quarterback, Anthony Richardson. So who knows what they're up to, eh? Obviously you got Jacksonville and what they're doing with Trevor Lawrence, and he's looking good, and their offense is looking sharp, bro. They just ended up extending Evan Ingram for a tight end, and then they get Calvin Ridley back after a suspension for gambling to dumbass.
What a dumbass.
Who else is in that division? The Texans are a shit show, bro. I don't know what the hell they're up to. And then what's that fourth team in the South?
Colts.
You got the Colts, the Jags, the Texans, and who's the
Titans.
last one? The
Tell
Titans.
you,
Oh,
they're not
yo.
teams. They're not teams. They're participants.
Yeah.
That's all they do.
I don't know
They're
what's
just
up with the Titans. Derrick Henry's like the tread on his tires are wearing out, bro. Obviously he's a big man. He's 6'3". He's about like built like Jonah, runs like Jonah too. But when you're carrying the ball, bro, 300 plus carries for the last 4 to 5 years, gee, that's gonna weigh you down some way, somehow. Ryan Tannehill hasn't elevated. They've got what's his name, Malik Willis, who they drafted last year. So yeah, they traded AJ Brown last year to the Eagles, and yeah, I didn't even care about that division.
Don't even care. So hold on, wait. Which shit show are you gonna pick?
Fuck, I'll go with the better quarterback. Obviously, quarterback matters. And Trevor Lawrence is the best in that division. Hopefully, he can continue to develop, and he ends up having a career like Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers, where he just rips up that division until he goes to another team when he's 40. The West team are the other three.
Or 3 equal.
All three, last equal. Like in the whole league.
Yeah.
That division is shockingly bad.
Nah,
Shockingly bad.
they're there to pad the stats, give us wins and shit, That's how a team like my Bears will get, our 10th win or 11th win, courtesy win. I don't even think we actually play them. I don't even think we played them this year, which sucks, man. They should let us shitty teams play against these motherfuckers so we can get some wins. Some easy wins. Let's play the whole division twice this year.
Yeah.
But maybe you need to move Chicago a little bit more samples. Just a little bit.
They had to jump to the AFC. Fuck that. Well, they're moving the stadium a little bit south. Yeah. Nah, hey, Cam. So who you got? You picking Jacksonville A's?
Yeah, I got the Jags, bro.
Yeah, so I'm rolling with you on that as well, man. Like, again, it's the best quarterback. You saw him. They got into the playoffs last year, trying to make some noise and shit. And, Tennessee used to be sort of a threat because of the Derrick Henry situation. They got what's his name? DeAndre Hopkins now this year. So it's like, if Tannehill can stay healthy, is he still the quarterback? I'm assuming he is.
Yeah, he is, bro.
Fucking, yeah, Derrick Henry, he's 30 now, so he's getting on. He's getting older now, but a little bit more injury prone. But he's still Derrick Henry. But they're another one of those weird teams. Same as Jacksonville. It's as much as we clown them, Moose, when they get to the playoffs, they make noise. What was it? They beat, who was it? Jacksonville beat Chargers last year. Was it?
That was a shootout, bro. That shootout was nuts. Chicago
the
got them up by like 30 plus.
But the Chargers fucked that one up, as much as, Jacksonville still had to put the ball in the air, but, fucking it is what it is. And so, like, those two teams, either of them, one of them, somebody has to make some playoffs, put it that way, from this division. And as shit as they are during the year, they tend to, make a little bit of noise. Tennessee as well have always sort of held their own in the playoffs. But yeah, man, the Colts and the Texans, those are just like, it's a development program or something. I don't know. They should just send them to London and play NFL Europe or some shit. Like, that's sad, man. But yeah, so like, I don't even like what you can say. I'll go. I'm picking Jacksonville because I don't even know what else to say about this division. Tennessee, yeah, they're second, and then the Colts and Texans fighting for the number 1 draft pick, I guess. Both trying to. I think
there's like something to be said about the two teams. Like, Mike Vrabel's the head coach, bro, and he's changed the whole culture of the team. And then you've got Doug Peterson, who was the ex Eagles Super Bowl winning coach, bro, when they beat the Pats that year. So both their teams are in good hands. I don't know who the heck's coaching the Colts or the other team that I've totally forgotten. Oh, the Texans. I don't know who's coaching them, bro. So
no, they coach themselves. It's
Okay.
Yeah.
They're on
Anyways, I don't
autoplay.
want to spend more time on this shitty division. I got Jags and then I got Texans last. Okay, moving on to the AFC West. We got the Chiefs, Chargers, Raiders, Broncos. Ash, who you got?
Well, that's sort of an easy one for me. It's got to be KC. You know, your defending champs. You got Patrick Mahomes. What can you say? You know, if anything, even though they lost Juju, I just think they've actually gotten better because you just added another year to their resume, like as a team. So as long as what's the defensive end that's trying to bounce? Something Jones? Is it Justin Jones? Something?
Chris Jones, bro.
Chris Jones. Yeah, if they can find a way to keep him, then it's all the way through to the AFC Championship for them. Is how I see it. So that's an easy one for me. The Chargers, I reckon they're gonna be the ones in second because I sort of got a soft spot for the Chargers. But another year for Justin Herbert. You know, he's got some awesome tools. Eckler's healthy. Mike Williams. What's the fucking
Keenan Allen's
wide
back.
receiver? Yeah, Keenan Allen's back. And then last year having to play, I can't remember what the rookie's name was, but it'll be his second year this year. You still got the tight end. I forget what his name is. Shit, I'm drawing blank.
Gerald Everett.
Yeah, Everett. Because I usually have him on fantasy, but yeah, no, like Justin Herbert, man, like that, him on his own, he's gonna win games. So Denver coming up in third, I guess, because who else is in this division? The Raiders. Oh, God, will fight. I don't know, like poor Raiders and shit. Yeah, no, the Broncos. You're looking at Russell Wilson there with Sean Payton. Sean Payton's the coach, right? Yeah, he is. Yeah, with Sean Payton. So that might be something different happening over there. As long as the wide receivers stay healthy, and Jody and Sutton. Is Jody out actually? No, he's hurt.
A little bit, but
I think he's
don't
hurt.
believe everything, bro. Don't believe everything. He'll be there.
So, but anyway, so it's another fucking sort of cruisy division for the Chiefs. At the moment, Chargers make a little bit of noise, but I got KC winning this division, and then probably let's go with the Broncos coming up the backside. I'd rather see the Raiders up there. Who you got, Oos?
Yeah, the same, just by default, bro. Hard to knock off the dynasty that is happening with the Chiefs, bro. But if they don't re-sign Chris Jones, I reckon the Chargers are in there. The biggest acquisition they made is getting Kellen Moore, bro, who was the offensive coach for the Cowboys. The guy's an ex-quarterback, and so him and Justin Herbert, bro, I reckon will make heaps of noise. So if you got Mike Williams and Keenan Allen, Joshua Palmer, I think they went and got a new wide receiver, maybe, can't remember.
Palmer, that's the wide receiver I was thinking about. Yeah.
So just be aware if you've got any of them available in your fantasy, bro. Go for them. They're gonna go off. Austin Eckler will go off too, bro. Like straight up.
He's gonna make mad points this year. Watch.
So Kellen Moore will get them in positions to score, get massive yards, or just be in a position to win, bro. Back in, I feel sorry for the Raiders, bro. Obviously, because of Josh McDaniels, what he's trying to do. I don't know what it is, but I think he rubs players up the wrong way as a head coach. And players don't want to play for him, bro. Basically, so that's normally the case for any coaches coming from the Belichick tree. Like they move away from the Patriots and then they just can't emulate it. Probably the only one that's sort of beat it, but it's not really from the coaching tree is Mike Vrabel, who went a different way. He didn't end up being on the coaching staff for the Pats. He just went to other people, bro. So, but obviously he learned how to play through us. So I'm the same as yours. I'm gonna go KC. But if they get Chris Jones, they win by a mile. They'll probably end up winning 14, 15 games. With Chris Jones, if they don't have Chris Jones, it'll be a lot closer between them and the Chargers. It'll be interesting to see how Sean Payton works with Russell Wilson. I don't think he's as cerebral as Drew Brees. So Sean Payton's got work there to do, but the tools are there. if that makes sense, bro. The school players are there. The Raiders, honestly, if the Raiders just listen to Josh McDaniels and do what he says and execute, they're gonna win. But if they don't, because they don't want to play for them, they're gonna lose and they'll get like the 2nd or 3rd pick for next year's draft. Them and the Texans, bro. Texans are gonna choose one again.
Yeah, Texans they'll win. Yeah, and then the Raiders can get the number 1 pick.
Probably, bro. Yeah.
Sweet. I got Chiefs first. I got Broncos last in this one.
That's alright.
Yeah.
That's alright.
Yeah.